to the day, a monumental movie called Mallrats was released in theaters. Was anyone at the theater opening weekend? That's when the movie filmed. At the box office. Later on, found life on VHS and is now described as the Kevin Smith gateway movie. It's the one that a lot of Kevin Smith movies, Kevin Smith fans see first, and then they go and watch all the other ones. And it's it's not hard to see why. The movie has a lot of heart, great characters, well written, and it takes place in a mall in Minnesota. Like, who couldn't love that? And I'm very happy to be here at Chronicon 2. We have 6 of the cast members here. I mean, you guys are very fortunate because I don't know if a gathering of this many cast members this big has taken place short of the movie, so you guys are very fortunate. But I'm going to bring them all out now. I mean, everything's synced down here. You guys are very lucky. But it's my honor to introduce the cast of Mallrats here at Chronicon 2. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for Jason Lee. I'm just going to stand back here. I may run mics for the audience questions, but welcome, my friend. The Mallrats are here, my friends.
What up, y'all? I've never seen so many Kevin Smiths in my life.
And only one of them is him.
Yeah, but he's really in there, isn't he? He's in here somewhere. Where's Waldo?
How's everybody doing?
I was wondering where everybody, it emptied out in there, and I thought, man, today's just, something's up. And then I came in here, and now we know where.
Yeah, they're all here for
It
you guys.
explains so much.
Well, we had just missed Mr. Svenning himself. He had his own panel, so they had a lot of, listen up, yo, this is what's gonna happen, see? You're gonna listen to me, and then I'm gonna talk. I don't give a fuck what you think. And then all you gotta do is, yeah, there you go. All you gotta do is slow that down into a sleepier version. It's like, yo's everybody, what's up? And then it's fucking news, everybody.
So I'd like to start out with this. I know 30 years have gone by, many fans. I know 30 years went by very quick. But I'd like to start off at the beginning. DJ, do we have the photo here? I look back at a photo I dug up from 1995, if we can throw it up on here.
Fantastic.
Keep vamping.
Stretch.
Okay. This is a photo. So on the set of Mallrats, they sent in a reporter by the name of Malcolm Ingram, wrote a glowing magazine piece on the making of Mallrats. But he took a photo that featured a lot of you, which is right here, my friends. This is the infamous Mallrats hot tub photo, taken sometime during the production. And I don't know if you guys remember taking this. I don't know if you remember that night. I don't know if you remember what was going through your head during this photo. So we're going left to right. We have Scott Mosier, Ben Affleck, Jason Mewes, Renee Humphreys. I think that's Jeremy over there. Shannon, Kevin Smith down there. We got Ethan, Claire, Michael over there on the right. And I might be missing a couple people, but.
You know what's weird? Like every time I see this photo, this is all I think about, really. Like they got yeah.
It's a sexy photo.
It's a very sexy photo.
It's a sexy photo.
I'm still curious where one of Ben Affleck's hands is my question.
I don't want to know.
Valid question. Ethan, do you remember anything about this photo?
especially do not remember that hair.
Renee, you look.
I don't know. I think you used that moment to inspire you in Vulgar. Yeah, that was probably. If anybody ever seen that movie, Ethan Slade's in that movie. To be honest with you.
I know.
You do.
It's scary. That's when heroin chic was like a thing all the ladies were going for. I was achieving it.
Jason, any memories about this photo?
I do not remember that. I'm trying to think, why the hell would we all want to be in a jacuzzi together?
We are completely.
Yeah, Joey's in it, she's just underwater. That's the real secret. That's where his hand is.
What are y'all doing here? Question is, what are you doing here? You're already up here. They told me I had a Q&A. No, honestly, I do my Q&As by myself. What? What are you talking about? I never did a Q&A today yet. I did a Q&A before?
Have you guys been doing shots with him again?
Did I? Was I here before?
You've already done this, buddy.
I was here.
You were here.
When?
Causes memory loss.
What happened?
Do you remember the hot tub?
I like that hot tub. Oh, whoa. That's right. I remember that, yes. I didn't get out of water. I had a heart on it. No, but I did a Q&A already? You did? Oh, fuck. I do Q&As on my own, man. All right,
Just so you know, every dollar that Michael Rooker makes at his table goes to the nursing home he'll be staying at. So please buy more of his stuff.
We love you, Michael Rooker.
He really abuses his nurses badly.
Love you, mister.
Bye-bye. Tell Suzanne I said hello, your nurse.
Alright, we got a lot of cast members, don't have a lot of time. Who's got a question? I'm gonna run it over. We'll start off here with you, my friend. What do you got?
Everybody, I just got to ask one major question. Any fond memories with Shannon or Stan Lee?
You worked with Stan. Jason, you worked with Stan.
Stan the man. I think for me, working with Stan was just like, as I've said before, it was my first movie, and so I was very focused on not getting fired. And so I was very kind of in my own world, really just trying to make sure that I was doing the best job that I could and not messing up any of Kevin's dialogue. And I think Stan was going through the same thing. He had his cue cards, and he was trying to rise to the occasion and make sure that he was, doing a good job as well. And so unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of kind of time or brain space to really take in the fact that I was right next to Stan Lee. I mean, I knew it was just unbelievably, exciting. It was an event, a huge event for me, of course. But it was hard to really take it in and fan out because I was pretty nervous pretty much the entire shoot. And I know that Stan was kind of going through his own version of that. And so we were just very focused. But I remember being really, really impressed with, how well he read cue cards without looking like he was reading cue cards. And also I was really impressed with how much he understood the task at hand. He got the sense of humor. He knew what he was getting into. And he was just an absolute champ about it. He was really, really cool. Yeah.
Thank you. Anybody any Shannon memories or stories?
Whose girlfriend was she? I didn't work with her, but I know she was somebody's girlfriend in the movie. Yours.
Mine, yeah.
Oh.
I have to answer one question at a time.
It's in his contract.
Over to the right. What do you got, sir?
Did any of you ever think 30 years ago that it would become a cult classic?
I thought it was going to be a massive hit. We all did. We thought it was going to be a huge stomp, blockbuster, right?
Yeah.
As someone who worked with Kevin before Mallrats, you knew that no matter how genius of a film it was going to be, the money just never seems to follow. And then, as someone who then went on to do a movie with the Weinstein brothers for Clerks 2, we were never seeing money yet again. They're awesome pieces of art, but never make any money. Thus, we are here at Chronic Con.
No, but it's extraordinary that 30 years later anybody cares. So
It's amazing.
I'm thrilled.
Yes.
I had no idea what happened, but I'm so glad it did.
Yeah, you parents are showing your kids really early. This is I kind of just chalk it up to, I sort of had an opinion on that, and then I watched the video games my son plays, and I was like, no, Mallrats has nothing on them. Right? These kids are so, holy Christ, no wonder. So I was like, yeah, I guess I get it. But it's pretty cool that like our fans are getting younger and younger, which is pretty cool. And you are getting older too, by the way. But yeah, they are getting younger and younger,
Yeah.
which is fun.
You literally,
I don't know what you're talking about.
you were literally doing a Dazed and Confused thing. The girls keep getting younger. I was waiting for you to finish it with all right.
Jeremy London.
I'm shocked that any of like my films, like people still watch, because it was like I did Dazed and Confused, and everyone was like that was going to be a huge film, and it tanked. So then when I went to do Mallrats, and Kevin drove me to the airport when I was done, and I'd just been offered Biodome, and he was like, Julie, don't do it. Like, it's going to come out, it's going to be huge. You don't want Biodome to be your next film, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, I'm doing Biodome. Mallrats came, and then Biodome came. And it's so weird now that people come up and are like, we love, it's like, where were you in the 90s? It's like, coming out.
I was 9.
Thank you. Over here to the right in the middle.
This is a related question. Did you feel the pressure of like how much was writing on that movie while you were filming?
I for sure did. Again, like I said, I'd never done a movie before, and it was Kevin's sort of like big kind of real movie. You know, Clerks was a.
I'm in the fucking room! And just so you know, whenever they quote, and film director Kevin Smith they never go, and film director, we go, Mallrats fan. They say Clerks. God damn it! Jesus, you know what? I can go to the nursing home Whitbrooker right now.
Anyway, Kevin now suddenly had millions of dollars in his studio, and he was feeling pressure. Everybody was feeling pressure. They wanted Seth Green instead of Jay Muse to play Jay. And it was definitely, you know, there was certainly a lot of that pressure there for sure. Even, like I said, even Kevin felt it. And so, you know, when the movie didn't do very well, it kind of felt like a huge failure. You know, I think everybody kind of felt that. I think, you know, Clerks was probably difficult because Kevin had to get the money together and stuff, but there was probably a kind of freedom there that, you know, it felt much different with Mallrats because he went from 30-something grand for Clerks up. I think the budget for Mallrats was like $7 million. And the producers were there. Jim Jacks, representing Universal, was there. And
Were they averaging like jokes per page?
yeah, I mean, it was definitely something where, like, you know, if this doesn't work, it's not going to be good. You know, that, so we definitely, I felt that pressure anyway. I think it being my first movie and it being, you know, Kevin's, you know, first kind of real studio movie, I think it was definitely a lot of pressure for sure for everybody, yeah.
Sorry,
If
Brian.
it had done well, Chasing Amy would have never happened.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you, Jason, do you remember, because, like, I remember him saying he was going to do, like, after Mallrats, before it had come out and tanked, he was going to do a John Hughes type film, and we were going to be teachers, and there was the like, the lesbian was going to be a high school student, but it was going to be a very big studio John Hughes type movie. Do you vaguely remember that storyline? And then Mallrats tanked, and it kind of morphed into.
I think, it allowed Kevin to sort of go back to that Clerks model, because he wrote the Chasing Amy for myself and Ben and you, and Harvey Weinstein wouldn't let him do it for a certain amount of money unless he used Drew Barrymore,
David Schwimmer,
Jon Stewart. And so Kevin, kind of in that Clerks headspace, was like, no, just give me 250 grand. I want to make it my way, sort of returning to that Clerks model, and made Chasing Amy for 250 grand and used who he wanted to use. So I think the Mallrats pressure and going that studio route, I think it was nice that Kevin was able to kind of return to that Clerks model with Chasing Amy, yeah.
You should go back and do the John Hughes version of that.
I watched it.
I think he's got the script.
I bet he does, yeah.
Yeah, go tell him at the table. Over here to your left.
It's a question for Jason and Jeremy. Your favorite memory working with Priscilla Barnes, the fortune teller?
It was just a weird day.
I was super uncomfortable.
That was so weird. I don't think we acted it. I don't think we were acting it. That was weird. She was really, really comfortable. That was really uncomfortable.
Super comfortable.
Yeah, that was the weird part. I think had she been a little bit more just, I don't know, maybe like at least matched our energy a little bit. It might have been a little bit less awkward, but the awkward played, but she was really, really enjoying it. It was weird. It was a weird day.
Over here in the middle.
Hey Ethan, how you doing? Good. At this point, we all know there was no sailboat in the picture, but were you actually able to see what was are you able to do those 3D eye picture things?
Yes and no. I am an actor. I can see magic eye posters pretty easily. I didn't see that one because I was a young actor who thought it would destroy my character if I saw it. I regret that decision. At every convention, because somebody tells me that it wasn't actually a sailboat, and I feel that I could have found that out on my own.
All right, thanks.
Well said, my friend. Over here.
Hey, I'm Todd Yeager. I just wanted to know, Mallrats too?
We're the wrong people to be asking about that.
Brian, do you know anything?
Mallrats 2 was actually in a pre-production state last year, and it was actually getting some good movement and traction, and then unfortunately the passing of Shannon put a little crimp in the script because she had a heavy role in it. So from what I've gathered, Kevin is reworking the script. He's talking to another iconic 90s actress to not take over the role, but be the storyteller of that kind of storyline. So we'll see where we go from there. I know Kevin was planning on doing another Jay and Silent Bob movie first. Listen, this guy fucking changes his mind like every 5 weeks. So I jokingly say he has an affliction called premature enunciations. Where he's like, we're doing Moose Jaws, and like, what are we doing? So hopefully it's the Jay and Silent Bob Store Wars about a competing cannabis shop that moves in on their turf, kind of thing. And so we'll go from there, and then hopefully Mallrats too. But who knows? Look, I just constantly push to fucking do the animated Clerks series, to be honest with you. Can this entire audience go to his booth and say that exact fucking thing to him? Because I think as long as we are not, I'm not super pretty all the time like I am right now. But we still have our voices to do animation. And if anybody's been to any regular Comic-Con these days, the longest lines on every fucking Comic-Con is animated voiceover people. And the youth, God love them, they only take things in 30-minute increments. So they don't do 3-hour movies anymore. So if you do 30-minute animated things, like if we did politics on CNN in animated style, the kids would be rising up going like, this is terrible what you're doing to our country.
Yeah, that sounds so much better than Mallrats. That sounds so much better than Mallrats.
Unless we don't animate it, they don't sink it in, they don't drink it in that
This
way.
guy. This guy. Who brought him here? Who the hell?
Yeah, was anybody on the cruise last year? So you guys got treated to a pretty cool teaser. We did a script reading of Mallrats too. We had most of the cast on the boat in attendance. So you got a teaser. So the script is reading. You might need a little more reworking, but the entire script is done. It sounded great.
I played you, Joey.
Oh, really? Yeah. Is my role any good?
Yeah, it was awesome. I won't try to steal it, I promise.
Okay.
It's you.
Yeah, this is also why you should sign up for Cruise Askew for 2026.
Oh, you know what? You actually all have a chance tomorrow to win 2 tickets at 1 o'clock. Come to this very room, answer some trivia questions, and you may find yourself 2 tickets on board the ship.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, come sail with us. Question here to your left.
Hi, I'm Wyatt, and I was just wondering, just kind of getting like your general kind of opinions on this. So even though, like, you know, just the kind of concept of mall is like, you know, kind of dying out a bit, I feel like the concept of like a mall rat has kind of evolved, honestly, because I don't, like me myself, I'm 17, I don't have like, you know, a big kind of mall near me, but I do have just a Walmart, like everyone else does, so I've kind of found myself to be a bit of a wall rat, actually. So I was just kind of wondering what your guys' kind of thoughts about that, like even if the mall, if the mall has died, you know, the concept of just slackers moseying around has lived on.
I mean, Starbucks too, right? That's where kids hang out. We didn't have that back then. Walmart? Really? All right. Yeah.
Walmarts are
More
getting
power
kind of
to
big.
you.
They're getting kind of big, right? I mean, they kind of are.
I think it's great it exists. It seems like a weird hangout place for kids, but I don't know. I mean, maybe you buy a Coke and hang out.
Also just kind of just moseying around the store. There's like a lot of ground to cover.
Right. They should build parks, Walmart parks.
Malls are dying, but I went to a mall in Atlanta. It was the busiest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So maybe some of them are coming back. So you have an opportunity to move somewhere and be a mall rat.
McDonald's has play places. Just put those in.
Comic-Cons and play places. Is that what you said?
Like how McDonald's has play places, like you were saying.
Right. You should build that. They will come.
Thank you very much. All the way to your left over here.
Okay, so what was your favorite, or what is your favorite memory of filming Mallrats, whether that be on or off set?
I don't know if it's
I think we've clarified we don't remember that.
Yeah, only worker remembers. Favorite memory.
Mine was just hanging out with the cast after we got through the long day of work and being able to just get to know people, you know, that kind of stuff. So the personal time getting to know the cast was my favorite part.
In the hot tub.
Just not with the photographer.
I think mine was just getting to know Kevin and realizing like how fucking funny he is. And then just like we started this banter, just giving each other shit nonstop, and so it was just so much fun to be shooting scenes with him. And I remember doing a scene, and I think my line was something, but it had the word TV in it. And I'm from the South, and this is how like specific Kevin is. Like he's like the inflection is on this syllable. That's his direction. And I would be like TV, and he's like it's TV. And I'm like, that's what I was saying, TV. He's like, no, it's TV. So anytime around him, I say TV.
Oh, I thought we were going directly down the line.
I know.
Literally the entire audience is looking at you, Jason.
I remember the very first thing I shot and seeing the camera up, and